All right, last video of the day.
Let's pretend that you and some friends are out for a drink at a local
Not now.
bar. As you're
Don't be going
relaxing,
out.
you start to feel generous and decide to buy another round for the table. You get up and make your way to the bar, accidentally bumping into another patron. The problem is, this other person has had a few too many drinks and takes offense at the accidental bump. He gets angry and shoves you. Not feeling much like fighting, you decide to walk away. With a few unpleasant comments, the drunk lets his buddies intervene and lead him away. Your friends say that you should call the police, but you're not hurt, just irritated. The drunk did push you, but has a crime really occurred? The answer is yes. What happened is called battery.
All right.
Specific definitions may
shove.
change based on the jurisdiction, but generally, criminal battery is the act of using force against another person, creating harmful or offensive conduct.
And here we go with the
Essentially,
offensive
it's
part,
any
right? It
unwanted
doesn't
or
have to be
unwelcome
harmful. She wasn't
contact
hurt,
from
just
another person.
offensive.
This can include pushing, shoving, spitting, hugging, touching, or even kissing. Even the act of creating a threatening environment can count as battery.
So in our state, because we don't have assault and battery, we just got battery. If you were to spit on somebody, that would be battery.
Depending on the jurisdiction. Battery is an offense that doesn't necessarily rise to the level of an assault, but is often a precursor. Certain jurisdictions may allow for specialized criminal charges related to battery, which can have different enhancements or special penalties beyond what a typical battery situation may involve. Aggravated battery, for example, typically involves the use of a weapon, and so the charge becomes aggravated or more severe, leading to enhanced penalties. Domestic battery may be a type of criminal charge if there is an unwanted physical incident between married persons, significant others residing together, family members, and so on. A conviction for domestic violence crimes could have additional consequences, such as firearm restrictions, protective orders, and more.
Because you're under this thing
Sexual
with the
battery
house,
is a
there's
type of crime that
different
usually
levels.
doesn't rise to the level of rape, but still involves some type of unwanted sexual contact. Simply being bumped into or brushed against in a crowded area, like a subway or shopping center, doesn't constitute battery. There needs to be an unlawful intent behind the act. Intent means that the perpetrator took
There's
a
that word
substantial
again,
step
like
towards
the
making the
last
crime
video,
occur.
intent.
Think of it
Intent
as the
is
difference
huge in
between
all
bumping
of
into
this.
someone at the store with your shopping cart as you were absent-mindedly looking for items on your grocery list, as opposed to purposefully ramming that person with your shopping cart because you were upset that they were taking too long to select a cereal and consequently blocking your path. The actor's mens rea, or mental state,
Way
is a
back to
key
the
element
beginning,
in proving
mens rea
intent
versus
when law
actus
enforcement
rea.
investigates claims of battery. How prevalent is the crime of battery? Between 2003 and 2012, simple assault, where there was a threat or attack that didn't result in serious bodily harm, dropped by 17.6%, from 22.1 incidents per 1,000 people to 18.2 incidents per 1,000 people. Males were victimized by someone familiar to them in about 45% of cases. Female victims accounted for 67.8% of all the cases, where someone familiar to them committed battery against them.
So
Let's look
battery
back
seems
at
to
our
be pretty high
example
if
of
you
the
know
incident
that
at the
person.
bar. After the drunk pushed you and made threats, you felt it necessary to call the police. Officers arrive and investigate, and after talking with you, witnesses, and the drunk, they decide there's enough probable cause to make an arrest of the drunk suspect. What punishment would the drunk be looking at? Depending on the jurisdiction, the offense of simple battery usually rises to the level of a
Which means
misdemeanor, provided
less than
there's
a
no
year,
serious
right?
bodily injury, such as broken bones, or something that would require hospitalization, or if no weapon was used, which could rise
That
to the
would be
level of a
aggravated,
felony.
right?
Misdemeanors are crimes that, upon conviction, usually result in a fine and/or up to a year in jail. Felony offenses, on the
can't
other
go
hand,
more because
typically
that's
have
the
longer
felony.
sentences in prison and greater fines. Let's review. Some